Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. Ezine and I'm a lecturer who is passionate about helping students succeed in a university. As part of my series for seminar report writing and presentation, today's video I'll be showing you an example of a good seminar report so that you can have an idea of how a seminar report looks like, and it will give you an idea of how to also write a seminar report. I have written a book on seminar report writing and presentation, a simple guide for students. So it covers everything I have to say in this video and so much more. So here's an example of my seminar report. I cancelled some things for personal reasons. Okay, so I worked on depression. Bear in mind that this is a PhD work. Okay, so my word count was a lot. I have a lot of things that I wrote. Okay, so you can see this is the cover page. I have my topic, so please follow the format that your department gave you. Okay, so I have that format there. Next is the certification page, okay, where I'm certifying about the seminar, and the next is my dedication page. After that is the acknowledgement page. You can see that. Please remember that all this already is already in my book, okay, how to write all of this. So this is the summary, also known as abstract, but for seminar is usually called summary, and I'll discuss about this at the end because this is the very last thing you write when it comes to your report writing. Next is my table of content. So after you get your topic, the next thing you have to do is to write your outline of what you want to discuss, and that is your table of content. And you can see that it's properly lined up here with the correct page numbers. I started with the introduction, then moved on to the concept of depression. This is my own school's guideline on writing seminar, and you can see I didn't divide it into chapters or sections, but it's written out straight. Okay, that is their own guideline. Okay, so and I ended with recommendation and conclusion. I talked about depression, and of course I referred to it in my country, Nigeria. So let's go on. The introduction is here, and you can see how I started using explaining the depression, the term depression. So depression is a common serious mental illness with major economic and social consequences. So presenting to you what the state of depression in the world. Okay, so it's a serious mental illness that is quite common, and you can see that I defined it. Okay, and you can see how well spaced out my report is very easy to read. So I went on to describe depression. Remember, this is introduction, so giving a general idea of what the report is all about. And you can see how I use the APA format referencing style to reference my sources. And you can see that I started defining with World Health Organization. This is a public health report, a seminar on public health report, and I went on to state how the number of fatalities per year of depression. Okay, so let's move on. After my introduction, because I don't want this video to be long. So next I talked about the concept of depression and going into a deeper meaning of the word depression. So looking at the concept and giving a general idea of what depression is all about. Next I talk about the types of depression, where I have the major depression and the minor depression and the other types as well. So I hope you are seeing how well spaced out my work is, making it easy for whoever is reading to actually enjoy reading my report. I went ahead to talk about the courses, look at how it flows. I don't put points because students often put points when discussing their courses, or that's bullet points. Okay, you just take one and just explain. Remember, it's a report and not presentation slides. When it comes to PowerPoint slides, that's when you use a lot of points. Okay, so you go ahead and describe the signs and symptoms, risk factors. So you can use this outline for if you're talking about a disease condition, any type of disease. So I go ahead and explain, and as you can see, as I'm writing, I'm backing up with my study findings, referencing, in-text citation. Please don't write without proper referencing. Okay, so after that, I go ahead and write. Remember, if it's a PhD work, then you have to write a lot, but if it's undergraduate work, I don't think you have to be that extensive. Okay, I go ahead and talk about depression in young people. You can talk about depression in old people, and you can see my table there. Okay, I already used color table, and you make sure that it's well referenced. Okay, it's well referenced. Talk about depression in older people, so 2 groups. You can look at that, and let me go ahead. You can see, after writing depression symptoms have been found in an independent risk factor for decline in SRH among elderly. You can see that I referenced there. So you have different ways of using it, and I'll make a video on how to properly reference your work, on especially using the APA referencing style. I go ahead to talk about depression control strategy, and let me just scroll fast. Okay, diagnosis of depression, and you can see, as a public health student, I don't really go into much describing the intensive way that is being diagnosed. Okay, because it's public health. I just explain, then come and talk about the treatments. Make sure you insert pictures, insert tables to make your report interesting. Okay, so just because this is a YouTube video, I'm really trying my best to be fast. Okay, so make sure you don't put bullet points. Okay, play with your font size. For your headings, you can use a larger font size, and when it comes to smaller subheadings, you can use a smaller font size, or you don't capitalize it. Okay, so let's go on down to factors that increase incidence of depression in Nigeria. You can see that there. So so it's just, I don't know, it's not that complicated to write a seminar report. So this just gives you an idea of how to write a seminar report, and you can see there that you have to bring in a lot of papers. You can see my recommendations there. According to WHO, the following recommendations are ideal. I go ahead and list. Some people go ahead to explain their recommendations, okay, to write more words, and some departments actually add summary at the end. Okay, so another summary, so you should make sure you follow your department guideline, and you can see the conclusion there. The conclusion has to address what you spoke about in your seminar report, and cover everything, and like conclude what you actually got from the paper. And you can see there that I put in my list of references. Okay, all those that I cited in my work must be in your list of reference. So that's all for today's video. I hope you really learned something on my seminar report there. If you have any question on seminar, please leave it in the comment box below, and I'll answer it as soon as possible. To watch my other videos on seminar report writing on this series, simply check the description box below for the link, and watch. I think I have about 7 videos already on it. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.